Hello, it's me. Guess what I'm going to make? Can you guess what I'm going to make from these ingredients? Maybe you can, but maybe you can't. From these simple ingredients, I'm going to make peanut butter cookies. Yes, peanut butter cookies. Now look what I've got. I've got 1 cup of peanut butter, 1 cup of sugar, 1 egg, and I will put in a teaspoon of vanilla, and that's it. There is no flour of any kind in this peanut butter cookie recipe. They are delicious. Since I came across this method quite a few years ago, I have not since that time made regular peanut butter cookies. These are so good. You will be amazed. Okay? You will. I mean it. You will. All right. I'm going to assemble these ingredients. Oh, and it's going to be so difficult. But I think I'm up to the task, and then I will be back and I will show you how to proceed from there. Okay? Stay with me because you're going to love this. All right. All right, I'm back. I have this mixed up, and you can see that I've mixed it up pretty good, and I just did it with my spatula. I didn't use any tools other than this spatula, okay? So I just mixed it up good, and I popped it in the refrigerator while my oven was preheating to 350 degrees. What I have assembled here, I have my cookie dough, which I'm using the crunchy peanut butter because that's what I like. But you can use the smooth if you want to. I have a bowl of sugar and a glass that I have dampened with water so that I can put the sugar on it. Okay, so it sticks because I'm going to press the cookies. And I have a rack to put the cookies on when they come out of the oven. Now, oh, and I also have a tablespoon, and I have, that's going to dish up, that's going to scoop up my cookies to put on my cookie sheet, and I have a fork, because traditional peanut butter cookies have that little hatch, the hatch marks on the top, and so that's what I'm going to do. All right, I'm going to spoon these up, and also the cookie sheet or my stone here is ungreased. You don't need to grease it. So I'm going to dish these up. I'm going to use the tablespoon. It makes them more uniform, and then I'll show you where we're at. All right, I've got my cookie dough on my baking stone, and I just pulled out a little bit with my spoon, and then put it on my sheet, and I rolled it so I had these nice little balls so they would be more uniform. So now I'm going to take my sugar and I'm going to press them each, okay? And then after I press them, I'm going to take my fork and I'm going to dip it in the sugar, and I'm going to make those little hash marks. See, we were doing hashtags before Twitter. Only we did them on peanut butter cookies. Oh, I'm sorry, I had to say that. Okay, I'm going to try to get a little sugar on here, and then I'm going to press and press, press and press, okay? And that's pretty much it. Now, I'm going to bake these for about, 10 to 12 minutes. They don't take very long. And after they're baked, I will bring them out and I will show you what they look like. Now, keep in mind that these particular peanut butter cookies, because they have no flour in them, they're going to be more tender in the beginning. They'll crisp up after a bit, but they'll be more tender. And we are going to take them out of the oven. We're going to put them on the middle rack, 350 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes. Then we're going to take them out of the oven and I'm going to let them rest for a few minutes before I remove them from my baking stone, okay? Or your baking sheet or whatever you're baking them on. And then I'm going to put them on the rack to cool, okay? So that's the main thing you have to remember. They're more tender, so you have to let them set for a few minutes. It gives them an opportunity to set up a little bit, and then you can remove them easily to the rack, okay? If you have people who have issues with gluten in your family, this is perfect for them, okay? All right, I'll be back after they're baked, and I will show you what we have. Okay, the cookies are out of the oven. I want to show you what they look like. Now, those spread out quite a bit, didn't they? And they look really beautiful. And I wish you were here to smell this beautiful smell in my kitchen. It's really good. Okay, so I'm going to let these sit for a few minutes before I remove them because, like I said, they're very, very tender. Okay, you can see that. So I'm just going to let them sit. Now, they were in there 12 minutes, okay? And you have to keep in mind there's going to be some heat coming off your pan like it's coming off my stove. It's going to finish cooking them. And they raised up a little bit, but now they're flattening out even more. See? Okay, I'll be back and I'll show you. We'll take some off the sheet onto the rack and I'll show you what they look like, okay? All right. Hang in there with me. Okay. I've had my cookies actually sitting here on the cookie stone, well, my baking stone, for about 5 minutes. And I know that's a little more, that's a little different than what you're used to with cookies. But like I said, these are very tender to start out with. Once they cool completely, they crisp up and they really, really become like, well, I should say a normal cookie. Okay, so here we are, and you know what? This particular recipe makes about, a couple of dozen cookies, and you can double the recipe if you want to. It's not going to make as many cookies. What I showed you, the contents, the ingredients, it's not going to make as many cookies as, let's say, a regular batch of cookies would. But they are delicious. They are good. I hope you will try them. And if you have anyone in your family who does have a gluten problem, why not make them some of these, especially if they like peanut butter, okay? All right. I hope you give these a try. Peanut butter cookies with no flour. Okay? I hope you try them. I think you'll really like them. I thank you for watching. You know I love you. And I will be back at some point with something else that's going to be simple to do for you. Okay? All right. I love you. I got faith in you. You can do it. See you later. And you just remember, little is much when God is in it. Bye.